Let's break up, Amber.
What? Stop joking around, Roger. It's not funny.
I mean it. I need to focus more on studying so I can prepare for university. I don't want to be distracted with love.
Is everything okay, Roger? What's wrong? If you have a problem, I can help you.
I don't want to repeat myself. It's over. We're done.
Why? Things were going on so well between us. Wait, Roger! Roger turned and left, leaving me alone in front of the school gate. Instead of feeling upset, I just felt extremely confused and worried. Something must have happened to Roger and caused him to change so suddenly. Roger was definitely not that kind of person. Hi, I'm Amber, a 17 years old high school student. Please like and subscribe to listen to the rest of my story. I invited my close friends to the cafe to ask their opinions. Is it true, Amber? He even blocked you from contacting him? He's probably having a hard time. It must be something he can talk about. Could it be pressure from his family? Or does Roger really want to focus on his studies? Do you really believe those lies, Amber? In fact, before he became your boyfriend, Roger had a lot of scandals because of his unfaithfulness and many love affairs. We thought he changed because of you, so we didn't talk about it. But now, maybe he's back to his true nature. What are you saying? Roger is not that kind of person. He will never betray me. So, let's go. See what he's doing. I hope you're right, Amber. Donna and Nancy dragged me alone and tracked Roger down. He left the house and went to sit with his classmates at a diner. We also sneaked in and sat at the nearby table.
What? You broke up with Amber?
Amber is a gentle and kind girl. She's also a member of a drawing club like me. Why did you do that, Roger?
Don't tell me you got someone else and ditched Amber. Quite the opposite. Amber cheated on me with someone else. I broke up with her after finding out about it.
For real, Roger? I didn't expect Amber to be like that.
There's a lot you don't know. She's not as nice and kind as she acts.
Roger continued to talk bad things about me with his fabricated stories. Nancy and Donna nervously hold my trembling hands. Are you okay, Amber? No, this can't be. I still don't believe this can happen. Something must have made Roger do it. Even though I lost my temper, I still followed Nancy and Donna and went after Roger to clarify everything. He left the diner and waited in front of a ballet club on the street. A smiling girl from the inside ran out and hugged Roger's arm. They happily chatted and left together. I felt my world collapse around me at that moment. My body lost its strength and my tears kept falling unconsciously. My worries came true. Roger was cheating on me and he had left me for real. 2 days later, I sadly locked myself in my room and my eyes were swollen from crying all night. My parents were so worried that they called Nancy and Donna over to comfort me. Don't be so upset, Amber. That bastard isn't worth it. You shouldn't torment yourself for someone like him. That's right. If you're miserable, he's not allowed to be happy either. Yeah, you're right. He will definitely pay for betraying me. I won't let this slide so easily. I wiped my tears, told Donna and Nancy I wanted revenge on Roger, and started planning to carry out my revenge. First, we looked for evidence and pictures of Roger having an affair while still dating me. On top of that, we also threw in a long article to expose his real face and his lies about me. We have posted it all on social media. Everyone would surely know how rotten Roger was. Our post quickly received many comments. Most of them sympathized with me and resented Roger. Be positive, girl. You should feel lucky that you got rid of him.
There are quite a few rumors about him already. I hope no other girls get scammed.
What a pervert! So, the first step was successful. Roger must be very confused about finding out he has been exposed. When everyone knew the truth about him, he wouldn't be to defend himself. Amber, Roger just commented on your post. It's useless. He's probably trying to justify himself, right?
I'm so sorry, Amber. I'm so sorry I didn't give you as much as he did. But my feelings for you during that time have always been sincere. Although I understand why you're making up these stories to make me look bad, I'll accept it if it makes you happy. This might be the last thing I can do for you. Hope you're happy.
God, how could he make up such nonsense? There are so many mixed opinions. Some even agree and defended him. What a sly fox! With just a few sentences, he was able to change public opinion and turned me into a liar in everybody's eyes. After a few days, I had to hide my post because I received so many criticisms. Roger was really far more sinister than I thought. So, what could we do now? There's no need to convince strangers to believe us anymore. I'll expose him in front of the people around him. I asked Nancy to create a fake account on a dating app and flirted with Roger through text. He was pretty cautious at first, but slowly, he started falling for Nancy. Roger couldn't wait to meet Nancy at a cafe in a romantic setting. He finally took the bait. Let's see how he could wiggle his way out of this. We hired a girl to meet Roger. I, Donna, and Nancy hid outside, watching everything unfold. I also called the girl that Roger was dating, Rebecca, out here. Hello, Rebecca. Who's this? It doesn't matter who I am. Come to All Day Cafe now, and you will see the real face of Roger with your own eyes. The girl we hired with Roger was chatting happily in the cafe when Rebecca appeared. She spotted Roger and walked over to him. It's time. I'll show up and accuse him here. Roger? Didn't you tell me you're going to the library for self-study today?
Well, she's an old friend of mine. We met at the library and came here to talk a bit.
Just an old friend? I thought you had been flirting with her all week.
Amber, what are you doing here?
Poor Rebecca. Here, see this with your own eyes. These are the text messages he used to flirt with another girl while dating you. You jerk! Rebecca threw a glass of water in Roger's face and left angrily. Roger hurried after her and pulled Rebecca's hand. So everything was going according to my plan.
Rebecca, please let me explain.
Let me go, you bastard! Suddenly, the lights went out, and the waiter brought Roger a large flower bouquet. He knelt down in front of Rebecca, confessing to her.
Rebecca, will you be my girlfriend? What happened just now was all staged. I just wanted to surprise you.
What? No! Don't believe him! Everything is true! He's lying! Rebecca happily hugged Roger. Everyone in the bar applauded, but no one gave a damn about what I said. He knew from the beginning we were setting up a trap, so he used it for his plan. He's truly more wicked than we thought. How about we let him be, Amber? He's not worth wasting more of your time. Sorry to drag you guys into this, but I can just let him go easily. Stop it, Amber. This will only cause you more trouble. It's okay. I'm fine. I said that, but I wasn't okay at all. That night, I couldn't sleep because I was so angry. That bastard Roger dared to make fun of me. He must have been laughing right now. At that moment, all I wanted was to take revenge on Roger and make him suffer. It might be the time to use this. The next day, I arrived in front of a small house deep in the woods on the city's outskirts. I found out about this address through a group on social media. I raised my hand to knock on the door and anxiously waited. Come in. Hello, I'm here to... Seeking revenge? How do you know? I saw the hatred in your eyes. Tell me, who is that person? My ex-boyfriend. He betrayed me. Give me an object related to him. Write his name here. Then, put your hand on this doll and think of your wish. I did as the medium said. The medium then put the bracelet Roger had gifted me and a little piece of paper with his name on it inside a small straw doll. I put my hand on the doll and thought about my hatred for Roger. The medium started to chant the spell. After that bizarre ritual was over, I gave her some money and left with the doll. According to the medium, if I tortured this doll, Roger would feel pain too. I found Roger flirting with a young girl in front of a small alley in the street. I was at a far enough distance that I could watch him without being detected. I reached into my bag, chanted the spell, and pressed my fingers firmly against the doll's neck. Roger suddenly stopped talking. He stood still and put his hands around his neck, coughing like crazy. I was startled and pulled my hand away. Roger also returned to normal right afterwards. So, it really works. Roger, now you will see what hell truly looks like. I continued to use my finger to crush the doll in my pocket. At the same time, Roger collapsed in pain and screamed in panic.
What the hell is going on? What's wrong with my body?
Roger got up and ran like crazy. I'm so happy. I wished I had known this method sooner. From that day on, I used the doll every midnight or whenever I saw Roger. I tortured the doll in all sorts of ways, beating, juggling, or even drowning it in water. Looking at Roger's pathetic state, I knew things were going the way he wanted them to. Fear was evident on his face. His eyes were black, his mouth kept muttering something, and his walk was sluggish as if he had lost all his strength. It seemed that Roger had gone mad. He deserved it.
Guess what, Amber? People are saying Roger is being haunted. He looks soulless and sometimes acts very strange, like suddenly screaming and cursing.
Really? He had it coming.
He can't get near the girls. Heck, even guys are scared to stay away from him. I heard he had to go to the hospital and see a psychiatrist, but they couldn't find the cause.
And how could they? The spell that tormented Roger would not leave any marks or damage on his body. All he experienced were hallucinations, but it was enough to put him through hell.
Amber, your skin hasn't been good lately. It just looks lifeless. Yeah, did you forget the skincare or are you still upset about that bastard Roger?
I'm fine. It's probably because of my insomnia. Although Roger was almost crazy, I just couldn't stop. Just thinking about how was I betrayed, left behind, and humiliated by him was enough for me to continue torturing him every day. The doll was gradually falling apart. My mind gradually became blank. The only thing on my mind that made me happy was revenge. In the following days, I became irritable. Everyone around me and the things they did could anger me. My appearance also gradually became hideous. Gaunt face, sunken eyes with pale, wrinkled skin. Donna and Nancy were very worried, but I found them annoying. All I wanted was to go home and continue torturing that Roger doll. But one day, when I was torturing the doll, everything suddenly darkened, and my body sunk into the deep darkness. My mother's voice called to me from outside the room, but I couldn't reply. Amber, Donna and Nancy are here. Amber, can I come in?
Amber? Oh my God, what happened to you, Amber?
I woke up in the hospital next to my mom, Nancy and Donna. Amber, how are you feeling? The doctor said your body was on the verge of a breakdown. I'm so sorry. Lately, I was so busy with work that I didn't care of you. Mommy's so sorry, Amber. Mom, I'm so hungry. Wait a minute, I'll get you some food. Mom worriedly left. I smiled at Nancy and Donna.
You guys know everything, right? We burned that doll. You're so foolish, Amber. I've been looking into it too. Using black magic for a long time had worn out your body and mind. You and Roger are no different, both tortured by that thing.
Sorry, guys, I was wrong.
Why are you apologizing to us? The person you should apologize to is yourself. Look, how much you tortured yourself just to satisfy your hatred for that jerk. That's right, Amber. We're also guilty of supporting you to take revenge against him. It's the most meaningless thing in the world.
Indeed, I was so absorbed with my hatred that I forgot so many things that were much more important. So, everything went back to normal. I recovered and got discharged from the hospital, as happy and upbeat as before. As for Roger, he probably thought that the strange things that happened to him were the karmas of his bad doings. Roger went to find and publicly apologized to all the girls he had cheated on, including me. Today, Roger prepared flowers and gifts and knelt in front of the school gate, waiting for me. He begged for my forgiveness and wished to come back. My God, how could I agree? Even if other guys showed up inside of him, I wouldn't care. I, Nancy and Donna burst out laughing. We held each other's hands, leaving Roger there.
No boyfriend?
No problem.